Subscribe to JB Dragmotoxboss. It's really easy and you can always unsubscribe at any time. My goal is 1.25k subscribers whenever. If I hit 1.25k subscribers, I will release the quote-unquote real Dane Tutorial 3. So subscribe. I feel like now is a good time to talk about this. Well, I mean, it has been enough time at least. And if I would have made this video sooner, if I made it in 2023, it wouldn't be that bad. But I'm saying, like, if I made it, anytime, like, in earlier 2022 or, like, even mid-2022, I feel like the situation would be a little bit more awkward. I mean, given the fact that I hardly even speak to this person, I hardly even care about this person, vice versa on her behalf. And because of how much time has passed, it really is just not going to matter. Anyways, I'm here to talk about the first time I have ever tried to get into a real relationship. All right. Now, let's just hope my parents aren't watching this one, because apparently they have a little rule that apparently I need to be 16 years old to date. And I wanted to try and get in a relationship before then. Although, what would probably end up happening was, if I really stepped into a relationship, if you really think of it, I couldn't drive. So it's not like I could sneak off and, like, go on a date with them or whatever. And I'm pretty sure they would be fine if I would, like, put the label dating, but just hang out with them online, which it's probably what would have ended up happening. If not, maybe, with special permission, since I was close enough to being 16 years old anyway, I would ask if I could be driven somewhere or whatever, or their parents can drive me. I don't know. But anyways, I don't even think about these scenarios because it's not even near a possibility, nor do I even care about it ever being a possibility. When I entered 10th grade, there was this band SMP. Well, actually, before I entered it, all right? And my friend made it. And it was the most successful Minecraft SMP that he has ever hosted, all right? Basically, goodness freaking gracious, some of my keys feel so disgusting and scummy, the ones that I hardly touch. There's so much dust on. What? How is this keyboard dirty once again? What happened? Red Cat's just been here for the past couple of hours whilst I'm recording all these icewood videos. Anyways, oh, come on. I don't get how I'm missing all of these. How? Okay, no. Stuff like that gets me PO'd, that I have to close the door because it's just gonna freaking bother me. And then I have to, this is actually getting mad. Stop. Yeah, quick. Let's go quick, okay? Let's go quick. Anyways, this band SMP had, kids from band, and, some kids a couple years older than me. The most popular, the most amount of people came from the people in the grade above me. Not many people the same grade as me nor below me, but still some people, all right? Anyways, this Minecraft server, had band kids, and it was very, very interesting. There were people, like, involved in stealing stuff, griefing as, like, a part of, not official lore, but just, throughout the server to keep it interesting. And then there's also people who, just stayed back and just chilled and was building things and didn't really care. Very interesting, okay? Anyways, I remember I one time VC'd alone with, what used to be my crush. Well, now I just call her my first Rejector. Let's call her my first Rejector. Anyways, so my first Rejector, and I, like, talked alone in the VC, and we talked, like, a couple times, and she sounds like someone with the same name as her. So I was like, oh, I thought you were this person with this name. And she was like, no, I'm not. And she was, like, really shook and stuff, which is kind of funny. Anyways, I remember, like, thinking in the back of my mind, like, do I actually have a crush on this person? Or should I go back to crushing on... Oh my god, this... What? There's a moth in my window. Okay. Oh my god, this was so long ago. Oh my god, there's this one girl that I had a crush on. Well, from the time period of what is it? August of 2019 to August of 2021. For those 2 straight years, even though I hardly even spoke to this person, I still like had a consistent crush on them. Didn't really think about them too much, but still had a tiny crush on them. Very funny, very funny. Oh my! How did this tree land? Wow, this is going in my favor. The fact that I wasted time before getting these ice trees. Well, now that it's getting made up for itself because almost all the trees landed in there. Yeah, that was very simple. Red Cat is giving me pink cars, and I like how he's just proceeding to call them toys. Oh, my lord. Anyways, I started forming a crush on this girl. And here's the thing. I would DM her. And it was not really that good. You could not fully blame me because it was the first time I really tried to date. As well as, I was, really into YouTube as well. I still am into YouTube a lot. I have gotten way better at that kind of stuff. I'm not the best, though. I mean, I was just thinking upstairs. I was, thinking, there's some people on YouTube or just some people in general who will say, a lot of people who will say, oh, don't, give your crush this much attention, back off. But then, but what if you do need to give your crush attention because, they won't think about you if you, back off completely. But no, you should back off completely so that you can give them a lot of space so that, they'll naturally want to date you. And the whole entire, it's just so confusing. It's so dumb, too. It's so foolish. How about this? When I'm in my early to mid-20s, when I try and date, I'm just going to do it my way. I mean, yes, I'm not going to do it ridiculous like I did in 2021, but I'm going to, try, but I'm not going to do all these little, steps. It's so stupid. It's so stupid. I'd rather spend time doing YouTube than focusing on something like that. What the hell? Some people put so much work and effort into, using tactics to get a specific girl to like. It's so ridiculous. Anyways, so I would DM this girl a lot, all right? And, we'd have, friendly conversations as, friends, It wasn't really, her liking me, but stupid me thought that she was leading me on, and I truly thought that she had a crush on me. I remember for the longest of time, because, I always felt like, no one ever was going to date me or whatever. And then I was thinking, finally someone who's actually likes me. And the fact that I actually fell so easily into thinking that this person actually likes me and to actually and I kept using the terrible methods on trying to get her to be my girlfriend. It was just so bad. It was Rizless, all right? It was terrible. All right. Anyways, so I do remember one time. It's freaking crazy, but basically what we do is every once in a while, I'd ask, "Oh, do you want to go into band S&B?" And she was like, "Sure," and stuff like that. It was pretty cool. But anyways, I remember one time, and little stupid me, not little me. I wasn't little. Stupid me didn't realize I hardly had conversations with her. If you compare the conversations that me and my ex had in the month of January of 2023 compared to the conversations I had with her, yeah, there's a big difference. I mean, the conversations that I had with someone who actually liked me at a point in time, back then, really shows, the conversation's much more lengthy. They'll DM first sometimes. They'll keep the conversation going. They'll be interested in ask all these different factors. I'm not going to list them off in this video, all right? There's so many little factors I can't even think of right at the moment, all right? I'm a Lumber Tycoon 2 YouTuber. I think of ways to outsmart the official Brick Games 4-2, Dalai Gresser, I suck at Roblox, and One Mega Gamer YT in the YouTube Lumber Tycoon 2 world, rather than thinking of ways signs that girls give when they like you. Honestly, it's also much better to think of the little shout out that I got in the newest egg video rather than a way a girl likes you when she talks to you a certain way. But more so, I do remember going to like games in the band, and I remember the cold and crisp air, as well as songs I used to listen to around that time too, like F&F songs and just different songs, and like the song of Gotti and different remixes of that I used to listen to. I used to listen to Spider Dance and different remixes of that, as well as F&F mid-fight masses songs. By the way, cursing and inappropriate talk in Friday Night Funkin'. All right, just for you guys to know, Friday Night Funkin', F&F, the same thing. I just remember, it would be like a cool, breezy October night at a football game, and I would just like sit and stare and wonder, oh my gosh, my crush is here. I gotta try and talk to them. And, I remember it being very intriguing going up to them and talking to them. And sometimes, when I'd talk to them, I'd be like, oh, yes, I talked to them. And just, like, staring out into, the sky, just, with the cold air, just, like, the night sky, just pretty calming. And then, listening to those songs a lot when I got home. I do have to say, it was very pathetic the way I tried, getting this girl to be my girlfriend. All right. But, it was, I do remember like the cold, crisp air vibes that I got back then. And those were some pretty fun times too. One day, one of my friends was such a freaking fool that they decided to, say out loud in band, oh, this person has a crush on this person. And then it all escalated and it was crazy. And, I remember the feeling of actually standing there, looking over, and seeing the reaction on her face. Like, when someone told her, oh, John has a crush on blah, blah, blah. I do remember all that. This is a very rather embarrassing story. Why am I saying this on YouTube? I don't know. Mostly for the fact of I don't even care that much. And even if they do watch, even if anybody from band does watch this video, I don't really care. I was pretty bad at that. Actually, come to think of it, it would be a little embarrassing if I did hear this specific video playing in front of band, especially in front of her. But at the same time, I don't really care. I have much bigger fish to fry. All right, this is not the most of my concerns right now. Actually, no. There is a 0% chance of me ever having to hear this video played out loud, and especially in front of her, because yeah, this video will most likely release after the last time I will really see her, unless she comes and randomly visits band, I guess. But even then, like, you know how those visits are. Like, chances are, yeah, probably not. She probably won't like sit around it. Maybe she'll watch this video on her own time. If she does, good for her. I don't really care. But at the same time, if there was really a situation where she would sit down and hear this video being played, I don't really care. One of the best feelings in the entire world is the feeling of not caring. I remember asking her out, and I was really, really nervous. I was really, really, really nervous, and I got rejected. It's whatever. It's whatever. And then I proceeded to ask out a bunch of other girls, throughout the course of 2022. I've been rejected so many times. From each of those experiences, I've learned to be better and better and better and better when it comes to DMing, texting, snapping, whatever at this point. I use Snapchat, Discord. I've even used text message at one point. And, I've been rejected so many times, and I've learned, it doesn't even take long for me to get over rejections. Like, if I get rejected, with her, my first rejection, it took me about a month to get over it. If I got rejected nowadays, like, let's say I tried asking on a girl and then I got rejected nowadays, it would probably take, 5 days max, because, I'm so much more used to the pain of being rejected, I mean, especially going through breakup pain, I'd imagine it'd be even less at this point, too. So, yeah, that's it. That's it for this video.